Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we have the update day. We're going to be buying all of the hypercharges, testing them out for the very first time, of course, against real players, so we get to understand whether they're actually good or not. And of course, if you think about buying anything in the update, make sure to use the creator code SPEN. We greatly appreciate it. I've just purchased 2,000 gems so I can bring guys the best content. Also, I'm going to be opening these star drops and mega boxes just quickly to see if I can save myself any gems, but I'll skip through that. But yeah, let's jump into it. Okay, legendary on the first drop where we get a hypercharge. And we actually managed to get Squeak's hypercharge. That is insane. That's going to save me a lot of gems. Okay, so we got another legendary star drop. Literally 10 star drops in, and we got 2 legendaries. Please be another hypercharge, please. And that's his second hypercharge. And it's Mortis' hypercharge. I didn't even need to put gems on. This is so lucky. Right, guys, jumping into the first game, we're going to be testing out Poco's hypercharge. I'm also using the new Poco skin, so I don't think this was supposed to come out for a little while, but with the updates, it seems like one skin always works its way through. So thankfully, I've got Screeching Solo. So Poco's hypercharge, if you don't know what it is, you overheal your teammates for a shield as well. So even if your teammate is full HP, you're going to get some great value with it. I think this is an underrated one because it only takes 2 supers to get, which is fantastic. You can see here I'm already close to my, well, 1 shot away from hypercharge. I've got it here, so I'm going to use that on my teammate. Well, I'm going to use it on my Frank. Going to give myself some additional damage as well. The fact that you get this damage boost with Poco is kind of underrated as well. Everything about it is just going to be crazy for me. Maybe Poco will be a better brawler again. See here, got another. I mean, the thing is, like, Mortis is going to try and kill me, but he's just going to feed me so many hypercharges that it's kind of ridiculous at this point. So again, it's going to run close to my Frank. Just like, oh, Mortis is already, I mean, everyone's just going to be having fun with Mortis' hypercharge. Just a mega left, but we should have a heal right here for the Frank. He's going to go for a goal. Oh, I could have maybe walked that in. But 1 shot already from hypercharge again. You think 1 minute into the game, 2 hypercharges? This could be crazy, guys. This could actually be crazy. So we're going to be able to defend this. Getting close to... I wasted the hypercharge super. I thought maybe in combination we could have killed him fast enough. That's unfortunate. But I like it so far. I'm liking the cycling. I'm liking the boost, the stat boost as well, to get that additional damage and movement speed. I think Poco is going to be good again. I don't think it's like game breaking, but I think we could be seeing a Poco meta for sure. Alright, we're about to get another super here. Mortis just doing Mortis things. We're just going to use this to stop the Max from healing. Of course, Frank just going to sit in this bush and think that the Mortis can't see him, but he clearly sees him. That's unfortunate. But yeah, make sure you're watching the whole video because we've got to make sure that all of these hypercharges are pretty decent. Good kill from the Frank here. And we're close to our 3rd hypercharge in 2 minutes. That is great. But that is fantastic. I know I didn't get the most value out of the second one, but there we go. We've got the hypercharge here. We're going to use that on our Frank. We didn't actually manage to overheal him, but 1,700 damage per Poco shot is kind of insane. Actually insane. We're going to be able to score this. Okay, I really like this Poco hypercharge. Definitely one of the better ones. So yeah, that's Poco. Look at 7-1 as Poco. Insane. Let's jump into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next brawler who's received a new hypercharge. It is Nani. So with Nani's hypercharge, the longer that you go on with the hypercharge super, the bigger the Nani peep head will get, which is going to be good on like knockout and bounty. I'm unsure. Well, I'm not really unsure. I know for a fact that Nani's not going to be better in other game modes. She's just going to really excel in the long range maps now. So I think that's good. Nani, of course, should only really be good on the longer range maps. Let's see if we can take down a Colt here. Beautiful. So about halfway already to hypercharge. That's mainly because we're up against a mech though. We're up against a brawler that will feed her. Okay, beautiful. We've already got another super. So we're just going to throw this out. Try and cycle to another head. Safely. There we go. We can take down the Byron. I mean, this is a good map for Nani. So we should be able to really see the potential of the hypercharge. Already close to it, but it's taken 2 supers plus a bit more. I think it's pretty much 3 supers to get this hypercharge, by the way. So of course that really affects whether it's actually good or not, because if you don't get the hypercharge, then it can't possibly be good. So let's see the true damage that this can deal. Hypercharge super going out. We can really see how big the Nani peep gets here. It's about near the end here. We're just going to go for the Byron. 5.4k damage. I mean, we would have one-shot him anyway. But, like, we literally couldn't miss that. So, I mean, this could be game-changing in knockout and bounty for sure. Maybe Nani would be one of the best picks now, because she's always been good there. But the kind of problem is, there's just no chance I can't really sustain too much with Nani on gem grab, for example. Yeah, we're just going to go down. But it was a good tester. I don't know. Just don't really see, like, the way that you use Nani as well. Like, you have to use your hypercharge in a safe spot. And I think most other brawlers, you want to be like aggressive, trying to chain it, trying to make good plays with it. But you have to run back. Like, you know, with other brawlers, for example, I'm trying to think, like, I don't know, like Miko, where you use your attacks with the hypercharge and then use your hypercharge super at the end. I don't feel like you can do that with Nani, because most of the time, if you use your super, you're very vulnerable. So yeah, I'm not too sure about the hypercharge. I think she's going to be good in knockout bounty, but everywhere else it's just a bit meh. So I wouldn't really recommend picking this one. Alright guys, so jumping into the most awaited hypercharge in Brawl Stars, we have Mortis' hypercharge. So I've tried it for a few games already. It's hard to get a good matchup with Mortis, but I think the biggest strength for this hypercharge is how quickly you cycle it. So I'm not going to be afraid to just go into even my hardest counters to just cycle through to my super. I think that's the key, and then literally just play recklessly, because this hypercharge should be able to absolutely carry you. The team-wide potential is insane. The healing potential, the fact that you get it with 2 supers, I think is going to be busted. Again, but the big problem with Mortis, though, he still has a lot of fundamental flaws. He's not the strongest brawler in the meta, but okay. I mean, a lot of it probably is a skill issue. Absolutely terrible Mortis. We're just going to go into the surge, try and cycle through. And we're already creating a lot of space. I think we should be able to score this. Ball's in a great position. Maybe we can't. But as you can see, we've already got a hypercharge, and we're 1 shot away from the hypercharge super. Did my teammates cook? I don't think they did cook. But, again, 1 shot away from the hypercharge super. Surge using a super of his own here. I'm going to go for the... Oh, of course. Okay, maybe. Didn't get the potential. Of course, I'll go into the Chester, and he has the stun. Super. Like any other super, I would have just got a double kill there, probably. Which is annoying. We're going to wait for Chester to waste all of his ammo, though. We're going to go in now. Get a lot of supercharge again. Okay, the first time is a little bit annoying. I still get the feeling, though, that Mortis will just get countered by too many brawlers. Like, it's not like Fang, where you can just go through walls. Like, Mortis is still got to, like, run into them. Okay, we see a Jackie with hypercharge here. We're just gonna get a lot of supercharge. We don't even care if we die. Just give us that hypercharge super, Jackie. Come on. Right, second chance. Do I just suck? Because I just can't seem to get as much value. I think against noobs, you're going to get some disgusting clips. But against good players, not too sure whether this solves every problem for Mortis. Alright. Jackie with hypercharge. We're just going to go... let's run away. Oh, it splits. Oh, okay. That was kind of disgusting. Alright, teammates, don't score just yet. I've got a hypercharge loading, okay? 2 minutes into the game. Can I cook? Can I cook? Take me 2 minutes to go through them. Okay, here we go. Oh, we get another one. Okay. Okay, this is filthy. That is filthy. You can just throw that out onto 2 people and cycle through to another one. Maybe I'm using it completely wrong. Let's see if we can score. Oh, the world's worst Mortis, question mark. Yeah, the world's worst Mortis, question mark. That is... I mean, I like a bit of humor, so I'm just going to keep in my fails because it's just damn bad. We're going to go in on these guys. We've got a lot of damage, but just the Chester left. Okay, this is... It's looking like this could be the cut-off point, so I'm just going to cut it off here. Mortis' hypercharge is pretty broken. Oh, luckily we scored, actually. Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty good. I've just got to get used to Mortis because I'm terrible with him. Yeah, very good. Let's hop into the next one. Alright guys, jumping into the hypercharge Tara now. So this one has big potential, mainly because with Tara's super, it's much bigger and destroys a lot of terrain. So I'm not too sure whether that's actually going to help Tara or not. I mean, it could be just like Frank, where, yeah, you have to sacrifice breaking open some walls, but you can make some good plays. You can also maybe use it as like a secret soft counter to like throwers and tanks, because those are the brawlers that counter Tara. So I mean, you could use this hypercharge for a lot of different reasons. Like maybe some people literally just throw out the super to break terrain. It literally breaks so much terrain. We'll have to show you guys. Have I said that enough? Right. Okay, we can push forward into this collet because the gadget's just going to give us a lot of chances to push forward. We're going to get a lot of supercharge from that collet as well, which is fantastic. 1 super already. It's all about hitting this first Tara ball, because we hit 1, then we're going to be able to cycle much easier. I'm going to go for this collet bow. I mean, we missed the Tara ball, but that's okay. We do get the healing pet, which has been buffed in its HP, so making Tara a little bit better. There we go. We got the hypercharge super here. I'm hoping that collet didn't see this, and this is going to cook. You ready, guys? Ready to cook? Going for the triple Tara hypercharge. Oh, we literally only hit 1. That's okay though. Look how much grass we broke though. We broke so much grass. Yeah. insane. I mean, that was more of a skill issue from me, but I think this Starr Hypercharge is going to be pretty good. Played a few games with it already. I'm excited to test her out a little bit more because I don't think she's going to be like game breaking, but it's just going to allow her to be a lot more of an option now. She was always D tier, so I would recommend picking it up. I think it'll be pretty good. Let's jump into the next one. Guys, jumping into the next Hypercharge, we're going to be testing out for the first time. It is Squeak's Hypercharge, so I'm excited for this one. I'm nerd Squeak myself, okay? But yeah, I think it's going to be a fun one because Squeak hasn't been in a meta for a little while now. He's pretty much a D tier brawler, but I think the Hypercharge is going to help him out a lot. So I think it takes a little bit more than 2 supers to get this Hypercharge, but I think it has potential. The Squeak super is actually pretty good, but with 2 Squeak supers, it's going to be pretty much impossible for the opponents to avoid. And I think it's going to be a very, very valuable last pick now in the meta. So yeah, I'm excited to test it out. And the great thing is as well, is I don't think it'll be too toxic because the only time I really don't like Squeak metas is when the gadget was like 10 seconds, 20 seconds at one point, right? I'm happy with him being meta elsewhere. So we're just going to throw out this super here, just trying to get to that Hypercharge. We do actually manage to get a couple of connections onto that as well, which is fantastic. And the great thing is it combines really well with the super sticky Starr power. 2 of those supers, 2 chances to connect and get slows. I think it should be pretty disgusting in my opinion. So a minute already and we get our super. That's mainly because Mortis has just been running into us. The thing is, now you're going to be feeding my Hypercharge, bro. You might be getting the kill, but you're feeding me a lot. A lot. So we should be able to get the goal here. Oh, I'm going to save this Hypercharge. I don't want to just throw it out in the open like that. Okay, just a Mortis left. This should be an easy goal for my teammates. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to walk this in. I'm going to feed a Mortis a little bit here, but here comes the Hypercharge super. Please. Let's connect this. I'm just going to throw this out just randomly and see if it does something. All 3 people spamming the Hypercharge. I don't even know what's happening right now. Everyone's just clicking purple button. This is how Brawl Stars is going to be inside of this year. Everyone's going to have a Hypercharge. Green button galore. But I think this Hypercharge is pretty good. I'm going to have to test it out a little bit more. But I just think he's going to get a lot better now because he used to get bullied a lot. And, you know, the brawlers that bully him, at least he's now going to cycle through his Hypercharge and make those game-changing plays. So that's going to be Squeak. Let's jump into Surge now. All right, guys, jumping into the final Hypercharge we're going to be testing out. It is Surge's Hypercharge. So another really popular brawler. A brawler that's already good in the meta, at least A tier in my opinion. And he's going to get even better. Even though I don't think this Hypercharge is anything like broken, I think still with his speed boost and just a pop-off potential, I'm excited for it. Definitely on like a grassy map and in better matchups. Unfortunately, I'm up against like 3 not very good matchups. If I was just up against tanks or anything else, I'm going to farm Hypercharge supers galore. But at least this is a good like indication of how many supers or Hypercharge supers you're going to get in a game against a tough matchup, right? So we're already 1 shot away from our super. Thankfully, the Surge just fed it me. We're going to pass the ball away from Stu because he's going to be the troublemaker. But yeah, I don't know. I just have reservations about this Hypercharge, mainly because you've only got like a 5-second period. They're like limited in the ammo you can shoot, right? It doesn't actually affect the super that crazy. It's just more to do with your shots, which I like. I think it's an okay Hypercharge. I probably would have expected something a little bit different with Surge, to be honest, but can't really complain. We don't want anything too broken on a really popular brawler, so we're just going to jump on the Clancy right here. You can see by the time you're about to get to the maximum level, you do get a Hypercharge, so I think that's good as well. Good timing. So I'm going to go with a Hypercharge super here on the Surge. That should be the kill, but like I'll just hardly have any time to really make a play. It's going to get some good damage overall, but yeah, does it really like equal in team wipes or whatever else? I'm not too sure. Like, I don't think it sucks though. Like I think it's still going to be pretty fun. I just don't think it's like on the level of other brawlers that have received the Hypercharge, like Mortis, Squeak even, etc. But I think I pretty much guarantee he's surely got to be S tier or very close to it on the borderline, in my opinion. So we're going to jump on a Clancy here, pop our gadget. We should just be able to win this interaction easily. We're already getting close to our next Hypercharge as well. Maybe I can get some more value. I think as well, it's just going to be really good for confirming kills. Like if someone's just hid behind a wall, you can pop your Hypercharge and just deal some insane damage. So 1 shot away from this Hypercharge here. You have to have super in combination though, so we're going to pop this. Pop our gadget as well and just get even more shots. Oh, okay. Oh, what? That was kind of crazy. I just got so much value out of that with the gadget combined as well. I think that's got to be the play, right? Use up all your ammo. Someone hits you. You're basically firing off 5 split shots in a matter of a few seconds. maybe that's the broken thing about it. Maybe I'm underestimating it a little bit here. So I do miss a few shots on his Clancy. I've got a gadget to work with though. I've got to pop it right here. So he's literally dead. There's nothing that he can really do. They've been secretly popping off in this game. Let's get the ball over to our Clancy. He's not going to do anything with it though. Of course he isn't. But I don't know whether we're going to get a third hypercharge it. This could be really good in overtime. Alright, this is looking like an L pretty much. Their surge has a hypercharge. Let's see what it does to us. Gale mistimes is super. Clancy damage still goes burr. Right, let's try and survive this for as long as possible. Oh, good clutch from our Gale. Right, please teammates, please. We're trying to make some pop-off plays here. How long have we got left? I'm one shot away from hypercharge. Here we go. Someone feed it me, please. Here we go. Hypercharge super. Straight away to maximum level. Oh, this is going to be disgusting, surely. It's going to be disgusting. Oh, okay. That is dirty. It's going to be a goal. Easily. Okay, in overtime, that's going to be filthy. Absolutely filthy. I might have underestimated this. This looks very, very good. Okay. That's one of my favorites now. After testing it out a little bit more, but that's the beauty of it. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Let me know what you think the best hypercharge is going to be out of the new 6 months. We're going to be playing this a bunch on stream as well and on my second channel, so make sure you subscribe for all future content. But that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.